Hello Libra, Sun, Moon, and Risings. Welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading covering November 1st to the 15th, 2019. Keep in mind that all my readings are timeless, so whenever you're clicking into this reading is when you're meant to get these messages, okay? I am Natalie, spelled N-A-T-A-L-E-E, and the strongest message coming through for you is about something I'm getting, value, self-value. I'm hearing appraisal of worth. This feels like a job. This feels like professional stuff, but it could be definitely in personal relationships. You're going back and just reassessing. I'm not saying that you have low self-esteem. I'm saying that you're going back. It's like little things. Things like this need a little bit of upkeep, and so there's a reason why Mercury is retrograding. Happy Mercury retrograde. Gosh, oh my gosh. Help us all, please. Whoa. But what they're saying and what the message is to just make it better, to go back and rework it in order to make it better, in order to, this is something about, it's both. So it's the money that you're making currently, it's your influx, your income, whether that's passive income, earned income, residual income, inherited, like whatever it is for you, it's what you have on hand now. And then it's also the other's money. So that's like your spouse, it's debt, it's loans. So there's a need to go back to that and take a look at that. There's also, let me feel this out. Yeah, it's self-value. It is self-value. And I know that sounds so to say, but that's what's coming through, and I give it to you guys really clean and really straight. It's self-value, and it's very much, this is a blind spot for you. So even if you practice self-care, even if you do all this stuff, there's something somewhere in one or more of your relationships that you are depriving yourself of something. Or even if you're single and you're like a very solitary, there's something you're depriving yourself of. There's like a connection, or there's something, but there's an imbalance. So that's why they're having me tell you this, because you Libras want to keep it even, Steven, balance, fair, equality, reciprocity. That's what you can trust in. You can trust in what's fair, so you try to keep it fair. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we'll see how that comes up in this reading. And while different elements are for different groups of you, so I'm going to say this in the daily, what they channeled to me is they showed me this big, like huge artery type of looking channel stream thing, and then all the little offshoots to it. So when I'm doing these downloads and these messages, it's like the dominant energy. So the readings are going to be clear to see the forest through the trees in terms of that dominant energy that's getting us, that's getting different groups of us in this dominant energy. And so within that dominant energy are the little offshoots. So that's when I say, okay, well, some of you it's going to be this, some of you it's going to be that. So different elements will resonate with different groups of you. So it's a big classroom. There's different groups of you. So when there's Scooby Snack elements for you, hopefully they're entertaining, but feel free, to let that go and move on to the next Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising that's for, and the elements that are resonating with you, I'm sure you're going to perk up and pay attention. That's your tonic, so make sure you perk up to take the tonic, okay? They're ready. They're ready. I think, this is at the heart of Libra. I could be also connecting with someone that you're connecting to. I'm picking up the energy. So there's no boundary, there's no barrier between me and what I'm connecting with. So if I'm connecting with you, I'm connecting with what you're connecting with, if that makes sense. So this could be you or someone that you are connecting with or to. This is at the root, this is at the heart. Oh, I'm sorry. That's like, this is at the heart of why you or someone around you or someone you love, someone you're connected to, this is why you are depriving yourself of love and attention and material security. You know, there's a leak somewhere here. And you're not being so inspired, or this person isn't being so inspired to plug it up and to like advocate for themselves and go get what they want and, you know, do this and do that out of self-love, because they're feeling so guilty about something. There's such a regret. I'm getting so much grief with this, Libra. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is definitely something in the back that you're going to be dealing with, okay, over the next 2 weeks of November 1st to the 15th. This is something that could have come up for you this week, actually, with this new moon in Scorpio opposing Uranus in Taurus in the early degrees of Taurus. So that would be your second house, Scorpio new moon opposing, oh gosh, eighth house. Your second eighth house axis is being activated. So that's oh, okay. Oh, wow. So that shock for you could have been with your other person's money or with your spouse's. The second house is your money. It's your resources. Directly opposite of that is your spouse's money. It's also debt, like I said, consolidation, all that stuff, but it's also intimacy. There could have been a real surprise for you this week, Libra, that kind of brought intimacy up and forward to you, and then you're sort of like, or whoever I'm connecting with is sort of like, I can't do it. I can't do the intimacy because of this really deep regret here. There's something that I'm getting, just like the sky, the long black cape, like the head down, like it's just, this is the environment that they're in. This is their space. It's a dark space. It's a dark space right now. I feel like this person could struggle with depression, with alcohol. The Halloween reading actually kind of resonates with this a little bit. I still have it written down: depression, drinking, self-deception, self-deprivation. It's the root of that for you, Libra, or whoever you're connecting with. If this is the group of you that is resonating, this is the root of it. They feel really bad about something. Okay, now this first spread that I do is going to be using this deck, the Radiant Wise Tarot deck, and then in the extended, what I do is I pull other decks and I clarify and I dig in and I get very, very surgical. So I refer to this first YouTube spread, the first 30 minutes on YouTube, as the bones. So you're going to get the answer. I don't like that, like leaving a cliffhanger for the extended. So you're going to get the answer. You're going to get the outcome to this. What the extended will be is the flesh and the tissues and the ligaments and the cartilage. Okay, it's going to be you're going to have a much more insightful read into the situation. Ha ha ha. And in the extended, what we're going to do is get a level down, at least, if not more. We'll see what we need. I have 8 decks here, so we'll see what we're called to clarify, what we're called to do for this. But we're going to get more into that in the extended. Let's see what the next message is. But that's the heart of it, Libra, the heart of why. If this is another person and you're wondering, like, why are they rejecting me? Why are they being cold with me? Why are they not sharing? Why are they not being intimate? If there's someone pulling back, pulling away from you, Libra, it's because they feel there's something unresolved here that has to get out in the open. It has to be processed and it has to be let go of. And they're putting off dealing with it. They're putting off processing. They're putting off this, walking away from it. They have to walk away from something really huge, and they're very fearful. I feel very like cold and fearful, and it's like, I'm telling you, it's a dark place, Libra. You or this person you're connecting with, they can't see their way out. They have to leave, though. They have to find, like, I have faith with this energy because it feels like their soul's going to want it. Their soul's going to want they do want to get rid of this energy, they're doing it with, I got alcohol off of this card, specifically alcohol, and then I added the depression and the but I'm getting alcohol, I'm getting, and I don't get so much self-deception with this. I think they know. I really feel like they know this already. They know that they go out and they drink to blow off some steam. They know that they go out and they party. They know that they know themselves, that they know that much about themselves, but they're just looking at, oh my God, now I'm getting like emotional. Someone's like crying right now. I can feel it. They're just looking at the 3 cups that are spilled over and they can't look away. They can't, they need to just actually steer, and it's so hard. I know that it's so hard, but that's what they absolutely have to do. They have to steer. That's what this is. They have to move. They have to steer away. They have to put their energy and attention away from they're showing it like a sucking thing, like a black hole. That's what they're giving me. They're giving me a black hole. This is like a black hole for them, where when it gets their attention, they get sucked into it. And it's like, can you backtrack out of a black hole? But what the universe is giving them is the energy. They're giving this benevolent energy, the strength, the idea, the courage. They're giving them supportive energy to walk away. It's only a minor arcana, Libra, so they're going to have to, it's a free will choice. You or this other person, it's a free will choice. So these are the energies that are at play. These are the energies that are wanting to be kind of expressed. The 8 of Cups, it feels like they're walking, what it would require is walking away from, it's a big deal because the 8 of Cups is material success. It's sort of that Wolf of Wall Street standard of quality of life. And obviously, it's 0 quality of life. This person would have to walk away from either the standards that their family set up, or their community, or their institution, or their, there's some structure that they're going to have to walk away from. And it's a mental structure. It's an emotional structure. It's a way that they came to be how they are now, where they're not able to process stuff like this. Making mistakes. They could have hurt you in the past, and they feel so ashamed of getting shame. And they're sort of in this, they need to walk away. They really do need to leave that masochistic energy behind so that they can be truly intimate with someone, so that they can have this conversation, they have to, move that energy through. The energy is like just stuck with them, all of that negativity and that, it's gross. Okay, what's the next message? Okay, that's too many cards, I'm sorry. What's the next message for the Libra, Sun, Moon? Okay, we have 2 cards. We have Romeo, we have the Knight of Cups, we have the 2 of Staves. This is them. Oh wait, okay, some of you, they're gonna do it. Some of you, you're gonna walk. I'm telling you, some of you will use these energies, and some of you will let it go through and not get on the train, not get on the wave and ride that wave to the next energy. We have these opportunities in life. It's like dying. There's different. It's like I'm being on a highway where you have different exit points. You can take this exit, you can keep driving and take the next exit, keep driving, take the next exit. This is an opportunity, and some will take it, some will not. We're heading down, Mercury retrograde. We're heading down the potentiality where they do take it, okay? Let's say you or this person, Libra, take it. Let's say they have the strength and they're able to leave it all behind. That's what this is. This energy is, I have to leave it all behind. I have to give everything up to have honesty, to have the truth, to have peace. This is about peace for this person, inner peace, peace with themselves, peace, because when you don't have that self-worth and that peace with what you have and who you are and what you're doing, everything can make you unstable. Anything can trip you up and get you to worry, get you to fear. and then you can't be stable for that other person. You can't, one person has to be stable at any given time. Someone always has to keep the plot so that when the other one loses the plot, okay? So this person absolutely will walk away from it all. But here's why. They're going to be able to walk away because they found a person worth walking towards. I wish I didn't say that with my voice cracking, but I did. They're walking towards you, or you're walking towards this person. They've looked already. They've already looked. They have the world in their hands. They've searched, have not found anyone like you. And I feel like they hurt you. I feel like either they hurt you or they hurt someone else, or I feel like they wounded someone or just others in general, and they are now feeling the pain that they inflicted on others. That feels so random, but they found you. They found the person, or you found this person that has their heart. That cup, that knight holding the cup, it has their heart, and they don't have their own heart. You have the heart, or you don't have your heart, they have your heart. It's very much this trying to give him a cup back. See how he's trying to give him a cup and he can't see it. Oh, I've never seen that before. I've never done that before. This person can add the cups back, can put the cups back, can make it right. This is about making it right. This is about correcting this energy. The Five of Cups is just grief. It's loss. It's just, give me a second. Let me see if there's anything else that I can get on this Five of Cups, because it's just really, the first card I don't know if you guys do your own tarot readings, but if you are, or if you'd like to know, the first card out is always just like the most important. For me as a reader, it's like the strongest energy. It shoots through the rest of the cards, and everything kind of centers around that first energy. Okay, I'll do the bad first. So there's disappointment. Like, it's like that when you're afraid to tell your parents something because you don't want them to get mad, and they say, "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed." It's like even worse. Yeah, that's this. This is disappointment, despair, sorrow. They thought something was going to turn out a certain way, and it didn't. Lost love. This is loss of relationship, so it could be love, friendship. It's just deep regret. Now it's lost, but it's lost with something left over. And what I went and looked at, this is interesting. I'm not usually drawn to this, but look in the back. You see how there's that bridge? There's an actual bridge behind him. And if you look over here, that bridge actually leads him to a castle. So he can actually take the bridge and he can go home. He can go, the stream, whenever there's the water, the stream, it's the stream of the subconscious. So if you notice here, he's not looking at the bridge, not looking at the castle, not looking at the stream of the subconscious. He's not looking at not looking at the cups behind him. He's only looking at those three cups. And look at over here. In this pictogram, he's leaving the material cups behind, and he's following the stream of the subconscious lit by the light of the moon. More subconscious energy. They're going to follow their intuition, Libra. You are this person. Oh my God, I can't believe we're 19 minutes in. This is going by fast. This is going by very fast. It's weird. Okay, so I feel like they wouldn't have been inspired to change, Libra, if it weren't for you, or you wouldn't have been inspired to change if it weren't for this person. It feels very much like I made my bed. Like I'm going to just accept being in this energy. Like they got used to this, and then they just got used to, like it feels like a really stuck energy, like they've been stuck like that for a while. It could be that they are recreating things that they felt growing up, And so they're addicted to that brain chemical release. They're addicted to shame, guilt, fear, loss, betrayal, disappointment, sorrows. Let's get the next message here. What's the next message for Libra? Sun, moon, or rising, please. This is heavy today, guys. Heavy, heavy. And this is the first 2 weeks of November. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. I'm glad I have some great news for you, Libras. Okay, before we sign off in 10 minutes. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles with the Chariot. We want the Chariot. We need some major arcana energy that is positive. And I love that the Four of Pentacles came out with it. Oh God, do you see how I change? How it's like, you know, it's like this energy is like, oh, oof, it's big, heavy, oppressive, Eeyore, dark cloud following you, but no one else, everywhere you go energy. Okay, Libs. So you, if you're the object, not the object, but if you're the love, if you're like the only source of love here, if you're the person that has inspired them, that they can do it, that they can walk away, that they're not going to fuck it up with you, that it's going to be okay, that they're going to, if they, you know, it's about this give and take. It's you have Mercury retrograding in your second house. Okay, you have Uranus transiting your 8th house of intimacy. Things are going to be popping off for years. You're going to have surprises coming up in all 8th house matters for years. Uranus is going to stay, I don't know, for like a really long time in Taurus, okay? So you absolutely have this. You absolutely have this energy just like helping you and helping whatever this is, like this relationship. Okay, so that's you, Libra. So you interacting in this partnership, you know, pick your positions here. But you're the one, you or this other person is the one who is giving them that, this love, and it's coming through this planetary energy that's so interesting. It's manifesting as a human being, as another little source of energy. So what they're doing, Libra, what you or this other person are doing, I feel like you're going to do it. You're going to walk away. You're going to I feel like you're going to talk to this person. I feel like there's a conversation here, and it's an emotional conversation. I feel like whoever this person is, 5 of Cups, is going to seek out the Knight of Cups and ask for the cup of love. Can I have some love? That's what it feels like here. Because this is the person that has to walk, that has to do the walking, okay? So it's more like this. It's more like this. No, wait, yeah. So it's more like this. This person has to leave this behind, leave those spilled cups behind, leave that matrix, that institution, that setup of life behind, and make a decision for themselves. Walk towards that Knight of Cups, that heart, that this is showing up pretty sincere. This Knight of Cups feels very sincere. And they know that, like it's real love. It's very romantic love too, very romantic. And if this isn't romantic, if it's friendship or family or what have you, it's real. They're authentic. They're authentically holding good vibrations, good feelings for you, Libra, okay? This conversation, and like I said, we're gonna get into the meatiness of this in the extended. But what I can tell you right here and right now is that you're going to work in tandem together on this conversation. It's going to be a real heart to heart is what they're giving me. It's going to, and they know that they need that. They know that that's coming, and that they're going to have to make apologies or, you know, say things that went unsaid and all of that stuff. But they also, and that was also something that they were avoiding, that they were not wanting to deal with, and then drinking instead. It's it's going to be something that they seek out and they're ready for and they want it. Their soul wants it. So when they're ready, they're going to make the biggest decision to leave it behind. And it's interesting because it's like this conversation, once this conversation takes place. Because the Two of Staves, it's about looking for a partner. He already has the world in his hand. It's about partnership. With the Knight of Cups, it's an offer of partnership. It's an offer of companionship. It's an offer of love. So I feel like it's sort of seeking this out and making sure that it lands, making sure that someone understands how this person really feels, making sure both parties feel and express what they feel in real time, with nothing, just like a very clean energy here. And it goes well. It goes well under those circumstances. Just remember to stay authentic and to talk about your feelings in a real honest way, and watch your language, that you're not triggering, like being defensive or I don't get any of that, but we're in Mercury retrograde officially, so I just want to cover the bases and make sure everyone's being cognizant of how they're coming across, just to try to mitigate risk to zero here, okay? It goes well. This conversation is sought, okay? And because it goes well, you hold on to it. This is your victory. This is your championship card right here, the Chariot. Now, what's interesting about this Chariot is that he has the canopy of these beautiful stars. It's the star card, that beautiful, beautiful canopy. He has one baton, and he has the two sphinxes right here. He's the two sphinx. He has to solve their riddles in order to command them, and which he's already done. So he stands in his chariot and he directs them forward, and they carry him. But he has to stand, he has to keep an eye on them, he has to manage all of this energy. And it's very stable. See the four, that square, the four sides of the square, that's like the Four of Staves. It's very stable, it's very solid, very secure here. So this is both of you, like if each of you were a sphinx, you're getting on the same track. This is about getting on the same track, getting on the same page. So I would say for the first half of November, Libra, that's what this is about. So what I would expect is this to culminate on the November 12th full moon, or around that time. Give it 4 days before the 12th and 4 days after the 12th. Okay, so I'm not sure there's different energies here. So this could be happening on the 12th or around there, where it becomes too much and then they go out to seek you, or vice versa. Or they could have already set out a week from now at that quarter moon on Monday, and then you have the conversation around the 12th or something, or you guys get totally on the same page by the 12th, give or take, 4 days before and 4 days after. So you use your own natural timing, your own organic divine timing, and you feel out where your energy is in this story, Libra, because it's something that you're both going to want to hold on to for dear life. It took so much to get you guys to be here. Now listen, if they're coming back with the apology, if they're leaving everything behind, every way of thinking, all of the preconceived notions, and to come to you very humbly and vulnerably and honestly, and vice versa, make sure you meet them with that empathy and that no judgment, no judgmental energy. Okay, make sure you're meeting them in that safe space, creating that safe space and that sanctuary for them to be who they are and express themselves. You can set the stage for that, Libra. You're the most gracious sign. You're the most beautiful, gracious, wonderful little peacekeeping sign, Libra. So I know that you're going to be diplomatic, and I know that you're going to be loving, no matter what this is. So. And vice versa, of course, if that's how it resonates. I just love this. It's a win, and you hold on to it. And you know what? When you hold on to it like this, it means that it's even more, like, because of everything that you've been through, that you two have been through, it makes this victory even more, like even more committed, even more, it's very, very tough glue. It's having to start this foundation on the right foot, getting everything out in the open and getting it all, starting on the right foot, making sure everything is authentic and real so that there aren't any problems later on, so that things don't just come up later on, because this is like the front of it, this Five of Cups. So we got to take care of that first before anything else comes up, okay? Okay, Libra. Wow, this was a really heavy, this is going to be a heavy couple of weeks for you. So you have all of my best photons and energy with you, Libras. I would say this is something that you can wait it out. You can take a look over the next couple of weeks and see how things are developing, see what comes up. Otherwise, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can make your reservation at theartigan.com/tarot. And I'll see you guys in the middle of November, and we'll see if this continues or if it's like a whole new spread, a whole new energy. And for those of you who are joining me on the flip side in the extended, I will see you there shortly. And Libs, if this is where we leave things, like I said, all should go well. So if anything happens or anything comes up, feel free to tune in the middle of the month or take a look at the dailies. And I'll see you then. Bye.